So when you go to the website, it's the Dragonhunt solo website, you should see this page. If you don't see this page, you might have a saved game. So if you want to get to this page, you click on the home link up top. It's in that light gray area. And you'll have to delete your save game and it'll take you back to here. So let's assume you make it to here. Let's set up your first game. Your first game should be skill level 1. So you select one enemy and then you click set up your game. All right. You download this print and cut link and you cut it out. I'll show you that in a little bit. And then you just hit next and you put the dragon in the middle of the layer. You just keep stepping through these steps. I'll go back one step. See that guy? That just means draw a cup from one of the fantastic beings and put a random fantastic being in the cave, and do the same. Put a random fantastic being in a hollow log. We're going to step through all these. You are always the brown player, so you're going to start the game in Castle of the Sea. You are brown. It says it right there. And then this is how you set up your village. Your one single AI opponent is purple. He starts in Hidden Castle. And that's the... now here, you'll see, this is a little special. Each AI player will have 3 task force. One will be HTF, one will be NCTF, and the other one will be SCTF. HTF stands for Hero Task Force. NCTF stands for North Cottage Task Force, and SCTF stands for South Cottage Task Force. Those South Cottage guys will always be upside down. What happens is when the game starts, the game will randomly pick one of these 3 task forces and assign them a mission. And then you'll carry out the mission for them. So let's just kind of step through all the setup. Now all the remaining kingdoms are going to have some garrisons on them, and they'll be filled with the yellow player. The yellow player is not an AI player. He just sits there and guards these things. He just puts up some tiny resistance for you and the AI opponent. So I'm going to step through all the yellow, because I know you can do this. This doesn't need much explanation. Oh, sorry. Going back one. Okay, now you're supposed to place the movement cards. Skip this. You don't need the movement cards. I put them there just so I could have a backup in case my coding had a bug in it. But the coding in this website tracks your cards perfectly well. So you don't have to put your cards down. All right. Now, this band A, you're going to see a band A, B, and C. Right, that's from the cutout that you download. And place these here. These will very rarely get used, but it's basically when the AI opponent banishes you, he's going to banish you to one of these spaces. It's not super important. There's band B, and there's band C. All right, step 23 of 29. This is just a little cutout. When purple rolls a dice, this is some of the directions that he's going to have a priority to use. So for instance, let's say he wants to move the dragon, right? And he rolls a 6 and a 1. For purple, he would pick 6 over the 1 because it's higher priority. Now for beings, you use the reverse. He would have, if he rolled a 6 and a 1, he would move the being in direction 1. But you can ignore all this. I polished up the website such that it tells you which direction to move it. So you can just keep it here to check if you like. And this is a little player aid. This is all from the cutout. Place being choice on the brown player's castle. Second being goes to the purple. The being choice, that's when it's the fantastic being round. That is when the person who has being choice can use that being almost like it's one of their own players. So you can move it any direction you want. It doesn't even have to be a straight line, and you can use its full power against your enemy. Second being, you don't really control the fantastic being like it's one of your own. You just kind of roll 2 dice, pick a random direction, and move them in a straight line in that direction. So you lose a lot of its power. So there is an advantage to winning the being choice marker. Step 27, the remaining fantastic beans you put in a cup. 28, you put this little thing down there. It just shows abbreviations, and you don't even need to do that. I finally did code in the abbreviations. It's in the header of the page in the gray area. I'll click on it right now, and then you can see the abbreviations. And 29, you should read this. Please read this. All right, and then you are done. It says step 29 of 29. If you click next, nothing happens. You have to click start game. All right, this is going to test to see if cookies are turned on. They are. Start your game. The game starts with the brimstone round, and I'll stop the video here.